Hi, I'm Luke Steinberger with the Arthur Companies out of Ayr, North Dakota. Welcome back to another episode of Living Proof. Today we're in rural Cass County with a cornfield behind me. We are taking a multifaceted approach to trying to generate revenue more so than looking at specific products. We started this field out with a baseline of what the average farmer does versus a progressive farmer. The average farmer, we decided, are planting a straight rate on their planting population and a flat rate on their fertilizer as well. We've got the progressive farmer. We're doing a comparison of variable rate planting along with variable rate fertilizer. Through the growing season, as we see what kind of conditions we have, we're looking at different approaches for different inputs based on commodity prices at that given time. For example, one thing we were looking at was doing a post-emergence application of nitrogen. It ended up being that we did not feel it was worthwhile because of a reduced population with a cold, wet spring, and we had some green snap out here. Our maximum yield potential is not there to be realized with additional nitrogen applications. However, we are coming up on pollination here pretty soon. Crop has responded and looking pretty good. We want to protect what is out there. We tore apart some plants. It looks like we've got a pretty good kernel set coming. We want to try to protect everything that we have out there at this given time. We are going to be looking at doing some fungicide applications at tasseling on that portion of the field. The product that I'm planning to use out here for my tassel application is a product named Veltima from BASF. It is part of the Revysol family of fungicides. It is not actually even labeled in North Dakota yet. We're expecting a full registration in corn hopefully in the next 7 to 10 days because we will be pushing the envelope for when we can be spraying this. The same Revysol family fungicide is labeled in sugar beets already underneath a Section 18. So we feel encouraged that we should see it in time here for application, in time for this growing season in North Dakota. This will be one of the first fields in North Dakota to be sprayed with this new fungicide. Early research shows, in the absence of disease pressure, an 18 bushel response to an application. With the current commodity prices on corn, we feel very good about a fungicide application and getting a positive return on an investment. Part of this program was to make sure that we're selling futures and doing things as a sound investment, and Aaron Remick, grain merchandiser at Ayr, North Dakota, has been helping me with that. I'm going to turn it over to Aaron now. He's going to talk about what we have seen, what we're thinking we're going to see, and why we are doing what we are doing out here.
Hi, I'm Aaron Remick with the Arthur Companies in Ayr, North Dakota. For this project here, we have 160 acres of corn with a target yield of 170 bushels an acre that we were going to market throughout the year. The first thing we did is when we made the decision to plant corn, corn prices were higher than soybean prices, or relative returns were higher for corn. Back in February, we were looking at a lot of corn acres in the U.S. being planted. The first thing that we wanted to do was hedge some of our risk of the price of corn going down if we did plant a lot of acres. So we sold 404 futures on a third of our production, about 10,000 bushels. The second thing we did was in February, the price of corn had gone down due to the anticipation of a lot of U.S. corn acres being planted. And so we re-owned some of that corn that we sold in the first 10,000 bushel lot. So we went and bought 410 call options for 18 cents and sold 440 call options for 11 cents. That gives us a cost of about 7 cents a bushel on that first 10,000 bushel lot, and gives us the ability to be long between 410 and 440 futures. The third move we made was last week. Luke and I came out to the field and everything looked to be progressing really well. And so we sold another 5,000 bushel lot at 453 December futures. And that gives us about 50% of our production sold right now. We've left basis open on all of our new crop position, and we also are holding all our futures positions under December. We find this to be important because when we're making decisions on what to store on the farm and what to deliver to town, we should be looking at it at the time of what offers the best return. Right now, Luke and I are planning to haul the corn to town and store soybeans given the current market carries. We'll hold this decision until fall when we make our final decision on what to carry at home in the bin.
Thank you for joining us for another week of Living Proof. Please keep up to date with us on our social media posts, and we'll see you soon.